In the heart of downtown Warren stands a nearly 20-year-old memorial created to honor veterans in Trumbull County. The Trumbull County Veterans Memorial Fund was just announced on Monday, and the Mahoning Valley Community Foundation will house it. Senior Director of Operations and Communications for the Community Fund, Rachel Chacon, she's joining me now. Rachel, can you take us back in time to 2007 and tell us about how this memorial was created in the first place?
Thanks so much, Lindsay, and thanks for having me on today. I appreciate it. So the Trumbull County Veterans Memorial was built, as you said, nearly 20 years ago. It was created, planned, and actually built by a group of dedicated local veterans and community members who really wanted to have a place and a space to honor all who had served. I wasn't a part of the original effort, but I had the privilege of working with some of those original individuals more recently as they looked for a way to ensure that the memorial would always be cared for. So that's really where the Community Foundation of the Mahoning Valley became involved, helping them establish the Trumbull County Veterans Memorial Fund that continues the legacy of service and stewardship. So while I can't really speak to the details of how the memorial itself came together, I can share how the new fund is helping to preserve what they built for the future.
Oh yeah, so the decision was made to create this fund that maintains and cares for this spot. How will that work? Because this is a very important pillar and part of the downtown Warren area.
Yeah. And so, like I mentioned, I worked with some of those original individuals. They had done a ton of work leading up to this, fundraising, not just to build the memorial itself, working with local trade unions, tons of volunteers to get the word out, and to physically get those bricks together. They continued after that, selling bricks that were engraved with the names of veterans. Family members purchased those. And so they ended up with some money after that they've been using over the past almost 20 years to keep that memorial in good shape, right? Replacing bricks that may have deteriorated, doing landscaping, fixing lighting, anything that it has really needed up until now. And those gentlemen really saw that their work was so important and they needed someone to sort of pass the torch to. And so the actual maintenance itself is going to be taken on by the Trumbull County Veteran Service Commission. And we are going to be holding the fund. So they took the rest of that money that they had been using. They created this fund here, and it will be specifically for maintenance and upkeep of the memorial. It'll go back to Trumbull County Veteran Service Commission, and they'll use it to keep doing the same things that group was doing.
Okay, and real quick, Rachel, how can people get involved and help the Memorial Fund if they want to donate, make sure it stays intact and it's still, looking its best?
Yeah, so anyone who feels connected to this cause can contribute directly to the Trumbull County Veterans Memorial Fund through our website. You can go to cfmv.org. There's a donate button. It'll take you to the list of funds, and you could just search for Trumbull County Veterans. You could even just put veterans in there. So that's one way you can contribute directly to that fund. That will help with long-term maintenance and preservation of the fund. And then the engraved bricks, which I mentioned earlier, have really been a meaningful part of the project. All of the current space for those is filled up, but there are plans being developed for 2026 for additional bricks to be available for folks who want to memorialize a family member, a loved one. So those details will be shared.
Yeah, we will watch for those updates. Thank you so much for joining us here at 5 to share more about this.
Thank you so much, Lindsay, for having us and helping us spread the word about this.
Absolutely.